Thank you. If I could have Trinity's four seniors step forward, please. Have Sandra Blakely, Colby Smith, and Tia Carrillo, please step forward. And if I could have their parents come out and join them. You can come further. Come on, don't be shy. Parents can come out and we can give them a round of applause, please. Wanted to take a minute to recognize these four players specifically because I think what they do for our program is that they usher us into a new era. This program is, only in its fifth, sixth year of existence. In the first few years, we struggled with numbers, quality of player, just had some difficult seasons, and this year was really a breakthrough year. And I count our program very fortunate to have had these four people involved in it because I think they have been pioneers of what is going to be a pretty bright future. We will sorely miss them. They provided a tremendous amount of leadership this year on and off the field as our numbers have grown in bodies and in quality of player. And I think what they do for us is that they represent a really bright future for us, and we are very, very grateful for everything that they've done. I appreciate most of all the parents, number one, who shoulder the responsibility financially for what it takes to put somebody through college. It's a tough road. For some of you, I know, have multiple people playing the game in different schools. So hopefully this marks the end for some of you of the college rounds, and that'll be a much more in some ways enjoyable on your wallet, but you'll not be able to spend as much time in the field watching people play. But it takes a lot to be successful as a student in school academically, balancing the life of travel on the road, the grind of games and practices, early morning practices. We practice every morning at 6:30 in the morning, and it's tough, but we've made it, and I look forward to the great things that are going to happen with this team. And I want to thank you guys most importantly that we will miss you when you're gone. We look forward to a great night tonight. Things on the field, and hopefully these seniors demonstrating what they've accomplished this year. So thank you very much. Teammates, you have some things here I guess you want to bring forward, or how do you want to handle that? Step forward, don't be shy. Gifts abound. All right, if we could give these guys a round of applause, that'd be great.
Welcome to STSPN. We're right at the start of this soccer game here tonight at Lincoln Field. Trinity Lutheran College against Miles College out of Oakland, California. Young girls today ladies today from Oakland, California, got on a plane at 6 o'clock this morning. Flew up here, checked into a hotel, had their nap, and they're back out here trying to play soccer now. And just getting going here. Everett High School, Lincoln Field, Everett, Washington. This is Ron Henthorne here with Todd Elvig.
Hello.
With the cameras out there and all the technical equipment, everything to make this publication a running phenomena. Ladies out there trying to feel each other out now with Trinity in the gray and Miles in the dark blue. Trinity controlling the ball forward here to start this period. 45 minutes of soccer. Started pretty much straight up at the 6 o'clock hour. Time officially kept on the field here by the referee in the center there, Scott Lawrence. Scott being assisted on the sidelines by Kevin O'Daniel and Sherry O'Daniel. And yes, they are married. A couple of years now.
Couple years
they've been married. And there's a shot on and over the goal into the back by Trinity. First real attempt on goal here as we get started here.
It was senior night tonight.
It was senior night tonight, and we actually had that preview on earlier. If you were live tuned into us, had a little bit of audio there from the coach of Trinity there. Giving some high praise to the young ladies who've been with him this several years, and missing them for the next year. Miles trying to get the ball downfield, lost it and returned it back, and again lost it.
Is it Mills or Miles?
I thought it was...
Is it M-I-L-L?
L-L, Miles, yeah.
Wouldn't that be Mills?
Mills, okay. Did I say, okay, we'll stay with Mills. I thought it was Miles College. Mills College out of Oakland, California. There's a shot on a goal right to the top of the goalie's hands there. Second sort of shot on goal by Trinity. Mills comes into this game 0-11, have not won a game in this soccer season for them this year.
That's too bad, actually.
Yeah, it is too bad. They're trying to get together and gear up for their tournament coming up. Hopefully they'll do a little better than that than they have in their regular season. These two teams have met earlier this year, and Trinity won that game, I think, 5-1. So they're looking for another victory here tonight. Nice cool 52, 55 degree temperature here. No rain in sight yet, but forecast for later tonight for rain.
Yeah, well, we got a little heater under the table here.
And we got a nice little tent with a little heater on it and keeping things warm. Trinity picks the ball up in the backfield here. He's out to Sophia Morgan there carrying forward. There's a feed-through ball. And that was Jaleesa Santiago that kind of got bumped going for that ball and wasn't able to get through, but got back up and looks like she's doing fine. Nice ball control over here. Here's one coming up in the air.
Always makes me a little nervous when they come this direction.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be pretty accurate to get right at the camera, but it's always exciting when it does. Looks like a little bit of contact here being called by Scott Lawrence out there, so it'll be a free kick here for nice long ball wide of the goal by Abby D. So far, the soccer ball hasn't made it much past the left side of our viewpoint here at midfield.
Would that be the right side, Ron?
That would be the left side as you're looking at it. Another little shot on goal right to the goalie there. So Miles having a little difficulty. Mills having a little difficulty, like I'm having a little difficulty calling him, because I was calling him Miles all the time. Difficulty getting the ball across midfield, and now have got it done. Alexa Steele there, bringing the ball down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds by Trinity. Be a throw in there by Alexa Miller. There's a feed-through ball. No offside's called by Kevin O'Donnell over here on the right side. So,
sorry about that. The tent hung the camera up.
Oh, you didn't get that.
Do we know what the playoff picture looks like?
We don't know anything about the playoff picture for these college girls, but I think they have kind of a tournament coming up. Didn't get that information from them. Interesting on my roster, I see girls out there with numbers on that aren't on my roster, and I just checked my roster with the coaches before the game here, and they said everything was good, but there's a young lady out there for Mills with the number 12 on that's not on my roster. I'll have to figure out who she is here in a minute.
Or grab it at the halftime.
Yeah, looking at my other online roster, I don't see a 12 on there either. So, well, the ladies are kind of feeling things out here as they pass the ball around in backfield here. Try to get something going on. There's a nice feed across over here. Cassie LeBrake going to feed it forward on a run through. This could be a shot on goal. It's a right past the goalie in the left corner post there. And first goal of the night here for Trinity. Probably in the 7th minute of play in this first 45-minute period here. So 1-0. A nice feed through. Just off the reach of the goalie there for Miles. That would Mills. I'll get there eventually. Taylor Muse, the keeper down there for the Cyclones from Mills College in Oakland.
Oakland, California.
Oakland, California. And these ladies play another game tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. right here on this same field. And weather forecast is for about the same temperature, but a bit of rain. So they could have a whole different game tomorrow.
What time's tomorrow game?
I think it's at 3 tomorrow, 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So strong defense here by Trinity as they control the ball in the backfield, not challenged particularly close up by the Mills ladies. Ball down the far side. Race for the corner. Saved by the Trinity Eagles there. Shot on goal again, right to Taylor Muse.
She's ready for that one.
He was right there where she needed to be, so. Feed through to Cassie, the break on the right side here. Cassie tried to get in the middle there to Tia Carrillo. Back into Cassandra Blakely. Got some goal scorers here for the Trinity Eagles. Number 7, Brianna Morin, has got 7 goals for the Eagles. She's up there in the front midsection there. Taylor Cannell, number 13, has 4 goals for the season. And number 10, Tia Carrillo, has 4 goals in the books for the Eagles. A little scramble for the ball there, and good D taken away. There's a feed through, going to probably drop back to the goalie, give the goalie a chance to get in the game here. All right, Mills has got something going here. Got the ball downfield with a possible attempt for a run there, but diverted and picked back up again. Starting to put a couple of passes together here. Dark blue to dark blue. Navy blue, I guess we'll give that a shot. Ball out of bounds on the far side by Trinity. So the Eagles looking pretty strong here as we probably got 10 minutes into this first 45-minute period. And the sun's going down in the back. Everything's cloudy and a big moon circling up in the far east sky. Probably a 3/4 moon or a 5/8 moon, or certainly not a full moon. Kind of an egg-shaped moon.
You know, I appreciate what the coach was saying earlier during the senior thing about how much effort it takes for these student athletes to be able to do their classes and also be able to travel and do a sport.
It definitely does. Yeah, it's quite a lot to play on a college team at any level. Practice pretty much every day that they're not playing or traveling, and these kids travel all over the place. They travel over to Great Falls, Montana, and of course they were down to Oakland, California. They got 8-10 hour car rides, bus rides, or plane rides. It's like these ladies from Mills did today. So it's an effort, and you got to keep your studies up and find time to do it. That ball's going to probably run out of bounds there. Speaking of studies, though, it's kind of one of the interesting things in this modern world. I was at a high school match here the other night, and the usually play the JV team before the varsity team, and then the JV team sits up in the grandstands, and most all of the young ladies from high school are sitting in the grandstands with computers and no books.
Had their homework going.
Doing homework in the stands on computers and stuff, and it's like, okay, this is a different world than even 5 years ago as little, you know. Everything's all on the computer now. They all got electronic books and everything else. So. Mills trying to make a feed run through here. A little bit of push and shoving allowed there by the referee. Mills controlling momentarily. There's a little grab and a push there. I think he's going to call that one. Yes, he did. Going to call that on the number 12. And
is that the missing player?
Yeah. Number 12 in the dark blue, I don't know who is.
Oh, no, no. It must have been, yeah.
Yeah. She's playing a defender back there. So a free kick here will be taken by number 34, Abby Coach. She could land this one all the way up in the goal. And she's going to just single it out for control. Oh, headed into the goal by a Miles player, it looked like to me. Mills player. I got to change the name of their college.
You do?
Yeah, I'm going to change the name of their college.
I think you did.
All right, we'll get it. It's because I wrote it down that way when I first saw it, so we'll get there. We'll call them the Cyclones and the Eagles. How's that?
That will work.
Cyclones with the ball in front of their goal, booted out. Still controlled by the Lady Eagles here. Back to Taylor Cannell, feeds it up on the far side, trying to make something happen. There's a long ball. It's going to probably go too long and off the end line.
Goal kick.
Be a goal kick.
Now, Mills was mounting a little bit of a comeback on the other side. They stepped it up a little bit there for a minute.
They did. They got a little bit action down here in front of us. Got some effort going there. But they just seem to be a little weak on the offensive side of things here once they get against the strong defense of the Lady Eagles here.
So isn't that a little bit of a trap when you move a bunch of your defensive players forward so that you can try and defend against a hard offense, but then when the ball when they start to get a run the other direction, you're down players to.
You're a little bit short, yeah, but most of these ladies, especially the midfielders, are well conditioned and pretty fast speed-wise, and can make up that difference most of the time. So it's kind of a gamble in a way. The Cyclones are playing a 4-3-3, which is a little bit stronger defense, but trying to get them a little more offense out of that by moving up one of the midfielders to a forward. They haven't been able to successfully get that done yet. Here's a hard shot on goal, bouncing right into the goalie. And that shot was by Brianna Morin. Brianna, the leading goal scorer here for the Eagles. There's the ball down to the goalie. The Lady Cyclones with a couple of passes, blue to blue, as they kind of control things here, trying to set something up in the backfield, back in the mid. Nice play by actually Crispin there in mid to control things out to the far side, but unfortunately was lost. As Brianna going to pass it forward out to the far side. Hard shot on goal wide. And that will be a goal kick there. But another attempt by the Eagles here. I'm not feeling the speed of this game a lot here. It seems like it's kind of slow. And there's a couple spurts in a moment. Doesn't seem to be a lot of intensity by either team here. Maybe it's because the Eagles are having an easy time here in the backfield. No offensive players up here forcing the ball around, as they all drop back into the defensive mode. And that ball's kicked out of bounds on the far side over there. It'll be a Trinity Eagle throw in. And
maybe they were up too late last night.
Well, they got up early this morning. Like I say, they got up probably at 4 o'clock this morning, caught a 6 o'clock plane out of Oakland up to here. Got in the hotel this afternoon, and it's a different cycle, but I know that the coach said these young ladies got their nap time in, and sometimes they don't wake up right away, so see what it takes to get them moving here. The head coach for the Cyclones, Laura Van Wart, is not here tonight. She's on maternity leave for Cyclones. And filling in for her is Lilia Dos Samas and Dania Cabello.
It's only the second inning. 40-yard penalty. Yeah. That's what I do think about that,
And they're over there trying to keep warm under the blue tent right near that throw-in just came in. That's a nice cross. Here's a chance to get the ball up in the middle, and that was a shot on goal right into Cyclone defender. Another attempted shot on goal into a defender and cleared out. Only one offensive player down here in midfield, as you can see, number 7 there. That's the only player that was down here able to even receive that long pass, so consequently, ball falls back into the hands of the Eagles here.
Now, what did you say the Eagles' record is?
Eagles record, I didn't say, but I got it here somewhere. They're, what is their record? On one of these papers. I'll look for it in a minute. I had it written on something here. I think they're 4-4-3. I think their record is. I know the game that we did on them earlier was a tie, I think.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out why it didn't go into a shootout.
Yeah. I did talk to the referee about that earlier, and all college games, other than tournament games, are 10 minutes, what they call 10 minutes golden goal. So 2 10-minute golden goals for college. First goal scored wins, and they went to 2 10-minute periods and didn't score, so it ended in a tie. And the only time they play out for a win is when they're in a tournament where they need to come up with a champion. So this game probably will not go into a tie based on the fact that we already have a 1-0 lead for Trinity, and they're easily controlling the first part of this game as we're into about 22 minutes of play so far, closing in about half the first period here. And pretty much 0 shots on goals by the Cyclones here. There's another shot on goal by Trinity. Well, if I were keeping track of them on paper and instead of my mind, I'd probably be getting down to about 8 or 10 shots on goal already. First to the ball, Trinity Eagles makes a big difference. Goalie's way out of the box there. Lucky that ball didn't get bounced over her head, or they could have walked it in. And again, a long ball by the Cyclones down the sideline. Unfortunately, went outside, out of bounds, but had it stayed in bounds, there still was nobody down there to really receive that ball. His first substitution in here for the Cyclones, number 4, Ariana Sanchez, is out. And that looks like a 9. That's a 9. And we don't have a 9 on the roster either. So, well, we'll just have to go without it. We'll call her number 9. She's in the forward position here, so. Ball down in the corner. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Mill Cyclones have not scored very many goals. They scored at a 4-1 game, a 7-3 game, a 4-2 game, a 3-1 game, and a 5-1 game. So only had a couple games they've scored more than one goal in, and lots of 0 games.
Is their program very old?
I think they've been around for a while. I don't know how old they've been, but I know that you heard Tim, the coach of Trinity, say they've only been here, 5 years in this program?
For Trinity?
For Trinity, yeah. I would guess that because it's women's soccer, that Mills might be in somewhat the same boat, because it hasn't been around that long for women's soccer in the NAIA soccer world. But certainly spreading widely through all of the colleges, junior colleges, community colleges, and everywhere. It's so popular that even some of the D1, D2 schools have what they call traveling soccer teams that are non-school teams, but they actually travel around to other schools and play, just like they were a regular school team. So I think they may arrange their own money, pay their own gas or whatever they do, but they're part of the school intramural program, and so it's pretty big in some schools. I know some of the Washington schools have that. Central and Eastern has that, and some of the other schools in even Utah and Montana do. So even if you're not on the D1, D2 team, you can play soccer at the college level, and it's pretty competitive because a lot of these girls were, good players in high school, and they just want to play and have fun, and I'm sure they do. Almost a fast breakaway there for the Eagles. Be a throw-in on the far side. This game was billed on the schedule as a homecoming night. I don't know if there's any players here that come home for a homecoming night at soccer like they do at football or other things. But, hey, our first corner of the night here as Eagles get set to line this one up. 50-50 scoring opportunity in my book if that ball lines up in front of the goal. And it does. And cleared out by the Cyclones.
Good defensive block there.
Good defensive block. Cyclones still controlling the ball, trying to move downfield. Got a player on the far side, and that ball's going to roll up, probably clear out of bounds before she gets to it, but did not. Lots of room over there, and this is as far down the field as the Cyclones have gotten the ball. Unfortunately, they lost it out of bounds over there. So we shall have a Eagle throw-in down the far, far corner left. Almost dark down there as the lights just kind of dim out that way. Cyclones with the ball in control down the far side, and that says Scott Lawrence was off one of the Cyclones, so it'll be another throw-in for the Eagles. See if they can capture this one. Looks to me like there's plenty of room to capture it out in midfield because none of the center mid defenders are even being challenged. But and Eagles do have the ball. Got a right wing streaking down the far side. Tried to get it to her, didn't get it through. Picked up cleanly there, but lost again. Ball control is important in this game. If you can get control and keep control. And there's first forward with control in midfield there as he drops back to the center mid. Ball tried to feed through and over to the number 12. We don't know who is, who was offsides anyway, but. And there's a long ball going down the corner. Going to be picked up by the goalie at the far side of the goal box there. Let it go out of bounds. No, she didn't let it go out of bounds. She's picking it up and back to the midfield of her nice little boot.
She's got a good leg on her.
Yeah, she got it down halfway down. Good 50-yard boot. And the missed pass over there by the Eagles puts the ball out of bounds again on the far side, which will be a Mills College Cyclone throw-in on the far side. She is far back on that throw-in, but gets it downfield. Threw it right down to the goalie. And she was hoping that Daniela Pimentel would make a run on that throw-in as she threw it into the open space. There's a high flying ball. Oh, the goalie was out, and it bounces up over the goal post. And another shot on goal by the Eagles here. That ball had less air in it. It might have bounced in the goal instead of over the goal.
She was pretty far out of the goal.
Yeah, she was out too far to get that because it bounced over her head and over the goal. But
maybe she thought she was going to catch it on the down path.
I think she was thinking about coming up and picking it up. So yeah, there's a little push and shoving, and it was called over there. It's going to go against Trinity. Got to keep your hands off of the other player. A little body contact works, but once you put your hands on him, especially the referee's only 10 feet away, he's going to call it.
Did you move that heater over closer to you?
Closer to
No,
me?
no, I don't.
Oh, did I?
I
Or
thought
what?
you did.
No, I didn't move it. It's right where it was. Got the 10 heater working underneath the broadcast booth here tonight. And again, there's a just a long ball by Cyclones out the far side. It's really critical to do what the Eagles have just done right there. Pass to pass, same color, gray to gray. Here's going to be a cross, not far enough to get across the front of the goal and right into the goalie's hands, but another attempt on the goal there by the Eagles. And again, that ball's going to go off of, I thought that was definitely going off of Cyclone, but looks like Cassie didn't think so, and Cassie kind of limping a little bit here as she gets up off of that one. A little grimace and pain, but as the ball comes back into play, I think she'll soon forget about that little pain. There's Brianna with a shot and hits it right at the goalie. I'm really surprised that she took that shot right when she did. She's a pretty good goal shooter. And maybe she felt some pressure from behind, but she could almost dribble it around, completely around the goalie and into the goal. There's a race for the ball down, and finally the Eagle goalie gets her hands on the ball again for probably the second time in this first period here. They look like we're about 34 minutes into it. Probably another 12 or 13 minutes left to play in this first period. One goal early on. We got that 1-0 score here. Or we got that on the screen showing? We do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So that ball is knocked out of bounds on the far side there by Cyclones, and we'll have an Eagle throw in. She's not going to throw it toward the goal. Going to throw it back into play. Set something up with a cross ball. That play didn't work, but yeah. Well, that call is going to go against the Eagles as Dahlia Pimentel was trying to go down the field with a Trinity Eagle pushing her in the back. So long free kick from almost midfield here, a little past midfield. See if we can get it up in front of the goal. This would be the first potential opportunity for a goal. And it is up in front of the goal. There's a lot of bouncing around going on there, but it bounced right back to the goalie for Trinity, and no harm done at that point. But probably the first real attempt at a goal opportunity here for the Eagles, or for the Cyclones, I mean. And here's another potential chime. That was a nice attempt at a pass, crossing over there, trying to get it over to Alex Miller, but it was just too far in front of her and went out. And we're about to see another substitution here. Trinity players coming in the game. Number 5, Ashley Crispin is leaving. She was the one limping here a little earlier. She's probably happy to leave, as we see.
Number 26, I think, is new too.
Yeah, number 26 for the Blue. So number 22 for the Eagles, Amanda Martinez is in the game, coming right toward us now. There's a little pushing and shoving, a little blocking going on, and that was a little bit of a challenge there by the Cyclones as they got the ball down the field. Here's a real chance, and she's going to go right around the goalie. Oh, good defense back in there as Tia Carrillo beat the goalie, but the defender stepped in to help out and took care of things for Cyclones. And the Cyclones come out of that little ping pong match there with the ball. And here's Carrillo again. She's going to shoot right at the goalie. I think she was trying to lob that one over her head. But if she'd have done the same thing she did last time, she had a better odds. Just kind of dribble around her. But again, another shot on goal by the Eagles. A little bit of excitement here. We hear some of the fans kind of ohing and on and getting excited. Throwing right in front of us here by Amanda Martinez. Now he's going to change her mind and give it back here to Taylor Cannell with the long throw up down the middle. Good defense there by the Cyclones as they thwarted another attempt to score by the Eagles. Just the last couple of minutes here, I've noticed that the Cyclones have got 2 or 3 girls that are moving up front, more offensive-minded, which is causing some of that opportunity to happen down here in front of us.
You're Boston's guy now?
Taylor Cannell passes the ball up front, back in the middle. Brianna trying to turn. Brianna takes a shot out and goal a little bit wide. Nice little ball handling, a nice little shot on goal, just wide right of the goal box.
The fans sure liked it.
Fans like it when the shooting happens. It's kind of like a lot of sports. If there was more scoring in the sport, there'd be a lot more cheering. This is a player sport for sure, because it's all about the skill and all about how well you do and how well the goalie protects that little box down there that the ball needs to go in. But if you were to compare it to basketball and you had somebody standing down there in front of the goal that was 8 feet tall and could jump up and get the ball before it went in the net and it would not count, there's a good streak down here. Taylor Cannell gets beaten momentarily, and it's not out of bounds. It's still in play. He almost got free down there. She started down the far side and got picked up defensively by their number 12 there, who doesn't have a name on my roster anyway. Nice ball handling there by the young lady, and she turned it over. She could have got called, but it was advantage play there.
There you go.
There's the center in the mid. Brianna with a shot. That's going to bounce lazily up to the goal there. And a little more excitement out of our fans here to the left. Bunch of young men cheering the Eagles on here. There's Brianna trying to get the ball up front. Lost it to the defender there. Picked it back up again by Eagles on the far side. There's a through ball. It's going to go a little far, and goalie's going to go out and pick that up. Let's see if we can catch the clock here. I'm looking at about 40 minutes into this match. 41 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes at the most left to play here in this first period here, with still only one score by Trinity, even though they've had more than a dozen shots on goal.
Well, you have to take your hats off to the Cyclones there for being able to hold their D.
They definitely been. Now here they are with a 3-on-4 or 5 down the front. If they can get that ball centered, they get it in there, but so far I haven't got the bounce yet, as they still are controlling. Now they lost control. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on, but Trinity picks the ball up midfield there. Oh, bad pass. Unfortunate, but Cyclones get the ball again down the far side. See if they can maintain it, get the double team on the far side over there. Ashley Crispin trying to set something up from mid back here. And they're going to be a throw-in on the far side. So a little bit of offensive action here by the Cyclones. As we see number 9, Mysterious 9, who has no name on the roster as well. So we don't know who 9 is. We don't know who 12 is. But I bet they know who they are. Good, hard, long throw in right up in front of the goal, but
off the end line.
Off the end line, went through. I don't know if that touched anybody at all. That was just a straight throw through to the end line, right to the off the end line. So. Oh, there was an inadvertent handball. Let's let go. Oh, the referee's going to call a little push-off in there. So Trinity's going to get a free kick back here. As clock winds down to maybe a couple of minutes left to go. Just a short kick dropped off. Nice control ball. Gray to gray. Did you call that gray or did you call that light purple?
I don't know what that is.
I think it's more of a purple. There's a ball. Nice pass into Brianna in the middle there. Brianna doing a little step stop. There's a nice feed through on the far side down. There's going to be a center ball here by Trinity. Oh. But there's a shot on goal right to the goalie. And again, another shot on goal by the Eagles here. So
she dropped that for just a second there.
She did drop it for just a second, and she was
right back on it.
Amanda Martinez was right on top of her there. She hadn't picked it up quickly. She's number 22 here is on this near side with trying to get the ball at that point. That's another free ball up in the middle in front of the goal. Brianna's trying to get to it. Does finally get to it. Passes it back out. Nice ball control in there by the Eagles.
The ball's been on that side most of the whole time. Yeah, he's standing there. No, I've been down there.
There's a long, hard ball. It's going to go a little bit high over the top. Taylor Cannell thought she could score from a 40-yard line, and could have if she hadn't hit it quite so hard. She scored 4 goals for this team, so she's not afraid to take that shot. So, and that's probably how she scored most of them. Just that long ball like that, just sailing up and over the head of the goalie into the box.
Oh yeah, he's going. Yeah.
So, and that is a whistle by Scott Lawrence out there in midfield to end this first 45-minute period here tonight at Lincoln Field at Everett High School, Everett, Washington here. So 1-0 as the Eagles take probably a 10-minute break here, and we'll take a break as well. Ron Henthorn here with Todd Elvig and STSPN College Sports. We'll be right back in about 10. Ready? Live? All right, welcome back here to college soccer. Trinity Lutheran College, Mills College out of Oakland, California for the second half of this match here tonight at Lincoln Field here, the home of Everett High School here in home field also for the Trinity Eagles here in Everett, Washington. 1-0 is the score, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there, as Trinity has had probably 15, 20 shots on goal in the first half. And just as we start this second half as well, the ball is down here in the offensive control of the Eagles, looking to get something going again as we start the second half. Did figure out who the Cyclone players were that I was missing earlier. Number 8 was number 9. So number 9 was Serena I had her name. Bahani, yeah. There's her name. And number 12 is Lindsay Pascal for the Cyclones. Not sure they're in the game right now, but
The fans are sure getting into it.
yeah, Trinity fans are getting into it as the ball gets down the far side here as the Cyclones are moving toward an attempted shot on goal here, as I'll have a throw in on the far side. There's a little breeze picking up here now that wasn't here earlier tonight. As I understand, there's a weather pattern moving in for possible rain here later tonight and tomorrow. But I don't think it's going to get here before this game is completed, as it will be done in about 43 minutes from now, as we just got to start here about 5 minutes to the 7 o'clock mark. I don't have a phone. You want my phone? Right to the goalie, and didn't again the ball down by the Eagles in front of
Staffer.
Cyclones trying. Back in the middle of the field, Eagles trying to time it took in the first period to get a goal. The Eagles have their second goal of the night here now, leading this match 2-0 and controlling pretty much at will here most of the time of the ball. And sometimes it's a matter of judgment. If you think some that ball is going to be cleared down the far side, out of bounds. Picked up quickly, thrown in on the far side by the Eagles. Looks like we're going to let the Eagle goalie get back in the game here by giving her a chance to play with the ball a little bit. Open the far side. Eagles controlling the ball. Back to Carrillo. Carrillo with a long ball, lofted up front. didn't get the trap, but maintained control of the ball in either case. Ball back to Carrillo again. In the backfield, crossing, playing control here. Ball near side here as Cassandra Blakely tries to take it forward. Is going to get it back in midfield there. There's Brianna with the ball. Yeah, lost it out the far side. Tried to get a move in there and get that shot off. She'll get that pretty much. Carrillo with the ball back on the far side again. There's Brianna. Oh, Brianna got shoved. Didn't get called. She's having a good little time out there. Getting banged around a couple of times. So here's a long throw in on the far side over there, and it looks like Tia Carrillo is going to make that throw, and I've seen her throw it a good 30 yards, so she'll get it up there pretty much up in front of the goal, I think, as she backs up. Here's the throw in. Well up in front of the goal. Off. Throw in down the far sideline. Referee Scott Lawrence says, okay, ladies, back up here to where I am, 10 yards, and I'll let things play. And Brianna will try to just loft this right to the top, and a little bit too high, and a little bit too hard. I think he's trying to drive it right through past their shoulders, because that was a good, swift ball in the back. All the way from the defensive position up to the if you want to kick it very far, a couple steps. Gray to gray, purple to purple. It's kind of a light purplish gray. Lavender, maybe. I think I'm going to call it lavender. Maybe they'd like that better if it was lavender. Nice header right. Taylor into the middle there, controls it, drops it off. Brianna trying to get to it, falls down in the process. Taylor gets knocked down in the process, and I think he's going to call that one. So Taylor gets up, a little bit of a limp, but seems to be all right. Athlon was right. And looks like we got Abby Cohn going to take this free kick. Athlon was
at Olympics. What was that? Those horns they had at the Olympics at the stadium for the World Cup, or I mean for the.
Oh, the loud noise horns over here. Yeah, for the.
Was that in Brazil or somewhere?
Yeah, crazy noise. Yeah. So substitutions here for the Cyclones. And I think substitution here for the Eagles. Looks like defender number 23 for the Eagles. Interesting. Okay, Cyclones with a midfield free kick here. See what. And it's up there, bouncing twice. Goalie comes out quickly, clears the ball up and out, and Eagles are on the run down the far side. Defender knocks it out quickly. Back to Taylor Kamal. Taylor to throw that in. Hesitation for something going on over there, but she got it back in. And that ball's out of bounds on the far side. Taylor again going to throw it in. Nice long throw down the side. Header up in the air. Out of bounds, and that looks like it's going to still be an Eagle throw in. And Taylor gets the ball again. A nice long throw up to the middle. Headed back to the middle. Oh, dropped off to Bree, and Bree shoots a shot with a left foot and a little wide of the goal, but another shot on goal here. So Brianna's trying to get that goal with the good shots there. Nice ball play there by the Cyclones, and that ball lofted downfield there, but unfortunately, Dahlia Pimentel didn't have the speed to get down there, but she did recover it back and then boots it off the end line for a goal kick for the Eagles here. Goalie drops it off quickly to the far side over there to Taylor. Taylor long ball downfield, intercepted by Cyclones. Nice play there by Ashley Crispin again to control the ball. He comes to this side right in front of the camera here. And some good ball handling there by the Cyclones, but unfortunately lost it on the pass across the field, and again back in control of the Eagles. Momentarily, yes, momentarily, not momentarily. That ball's going to roll off the sideline, and it was signaled out. Like Lauren Nolte's going to take this throw in right in front of us here, down the line, good long throw in, over the top, and number 12 there, Lindsay Pascal, in the dark blue uniform for the Cyclones, had a little shoulder bump there as she protected that ball from being caught and let it go off the end line, and she will be the one taking the goal kick as well. Kick back up the midfield off the head of a Cyclone. Off the head of a Eagle. Cyclones momentarily in control. Nice ball control and handling out there by Ashley Crispin. Unfortunately, she lost it downfield, and there's no forwards down there to get it. She was double teamed in trouble, but got a good long ball out of it. There's Crispin again with the ball. A nice feed through, looking for a run, hoping that her teammate over there, Corvia Jones, would run through and bait that one up, but she didn't get there before the goalie did. But nice ball playing out there by Ashley Crispin. Good midfield play, good ball control, good passing. Another long ball lofted down by the Cyclones, and it's a good idea if you got some forwards that can run down there and get it, but if it goes down there and there's nobody there, then it just kind of harmlessly goes to the goalie. And Brianna with a high lofting shot over the goalie in the goalie's hands, and the goalie caught it and dropped it in front of her, but almost backed her right into the goal, and had she took one more step back into the goal, that would have been a score. So a beautiful shot there by Brianna. Give her half a point for that attempt. And the Cyclones controlling the ball on the far side momentarily, losing it. There's a feed through, no offsides. That should be a shot on goal. Goes across the goalie, far left wide, and missed far post. And happy, unhappy young lady there for the Eagles. It's number 33. Got so much hair I can't read her number. 33. Justice Kleiner. Yes, Justice a little unhappy she didn't get that one on the far post, but a nice shot it was, just in case. Getting a couple high sign slaps there from her teammate, Lauren Nolte, for that good attempt on goal. A little excitement there, but not a goal. A little nice ball movement and handling out there by Cyclones, but pass to nowhere and back in control of the Eagles. There's a long ball up in front of the goal behind to Laura. Laura trying to get in the scrum there to get it. And there's another up shot. And that was Maria Garcia who came all the way up there from her defensive position to loft that ball over the goal. Nice hard kick, just kind of leaned back a little bit too far and didn't get in her low trajectory that you need to get to make those shots. And the Eagles clearing off this side. Ball in the middle of the field. Up in the air, trying to find a header. Bounced off a defender. No foul. No foul. And defended quickly by the Cyclones, but picked up on the feedback. I think the ladies thought there was going to be a call there a moment ago when a couple of girls fell down, but it didn't happen. Oh, that's a free ball in the middle. It was allowed. There's a long ball down the right side, which is a nice idea if you got a forward that could run down there and do that. But Delia Pimentel just does not have the wheels to go after that ball. And it was saved here and goes out of bounds on this side. And here we have Cyclones down on their end of the field for the possible scoring. They're trying to set something up. Right in front of us, we got Taylor Allen with the ball and lost it on the feed through.
There you go, Sophia. Let's go.
Ball in the middle of the field there by Tia Carrillo, handling the ball nicely. The feet up front, picked up by the Cyclones. I was a Cyclone once. It's the Iowa State college mascot as well, a Cyclone.
What'd you play?
I was a wide receiver on the Iowa State football team. Never really did find out what a cyclone was. Just a big windstorm. Don't follow football a lot anymore, but I know my Iowa State players got beat pretty badly today in football. Again, the defense seems to be strengthening up a little bit here for the Cyclones as they are keeping things under control down on this end of the field.
They're showing a little bit more intensity.
The Eagles are getting the ball down here, but the defense seems to be strengthening up and being a little more aggressive and preventing those easy shots, even though they're getting shots. That was a missed pass over there by Taylor, and there's that long ball again down the field, which just is a good idea if you got a speedy forward to get there, but otherwise it's just a kick to the goalie, and the goalie kind of brings it out and rolls it around, picks it up to play it away. And according to the unofficial time that I'm keeping here, it's probably 28 minutes or so into this 45-minute period here in the second half of this match here tonight in Everett, Washington. NAIA women's soccer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it was a handball. I'm not sure. There's a couple bouncing around there, but it's going to go against, it's going to go against.
Looked kind of like a hockey check there.
Yeah, I think that was Abby Cohn that gave her a little bit of what for. And ball cleared out by the Eagles on the far side. Eagle throw in quickly down the far side. There's a ball up in front of the goal. It's a long bouncing shot up to the goalie. I think she intended that to be a pass up the front, hoping something better would come of that. Taylor Cannell trying to keep things going on the far side over there, doing a good job in the defensive position. There's a ball feed through there. Taylor Affleck. Header up in the air. Here's an opportunity here for the Cyclones. It's unfortunate there. Delia Pimentel kind of passed it up to the middle, and there was nobody there to receive it except an Eagle. So one pass to blue, two pass to blue, and a long ball down the far side to nobody. And seems the ladies for the Cyclones want to hit that long ball down there, which may be what their coach is asking them to do, but they don't have any forwards down there. They're going to go down and get it. So it's not working for them. Good strong play over there again by Ashley Crispin. Has the midfield position, controls the ball, and again rolls freely up to Eagle goalie. She plays with the ball down there on her side of the field. Decides to pick it up and give it the boot. Three headers in a row and the ball never hit the ground. And there's a long ball. Goalie's going way out to get that. Dangerous position for her to be in with those girls up that close. That ball been a little longer, it would have been over her head. Not sure what she was thinking there, but she got lucky.
I think she was thinking she wanted to get the ball.
And it worked for her that time. But she's way out of the goal a little far if they get down there. So we'll see how fast Eagles can get the ball down here this time. Yeah. Taylor Allen over here on this side looking for feed through. And again, there's that long ball booted down the field there by Ashley Becker, and there's nobody down there actually. So you're either going to have to take it down there for a while yourself or hope your teammates are going to get down there and run under it. Taylor Cannell with the control on the far side with the long ball up the middle. Again, some nice play out there by Ashley Crispin for the Cyclones. And that time they did make a run on that long ball, but it's still too far down there as the goalie for the Eagles comes out to pick that up. And we'll make a nice long kick down this far side of the field. Let's see where it goes.
It's right down the block.
Controlled momentarily by the Cyclones, but now back into the control of the Eagles. Mid-position control here. That's Tiana likes her jersey tucked up under her arm, so she looks like she's sleeveless. The Under Armour, yeah. Tiana with her sleeves rolled up under her shirt is sleeveless. That been lofted back, asserting herself. So substantively get a score here. As well out in front of the goalie, bouncing, but down hard the far side of the field, and here's a ball up in front of the goal, and just, that's Tiana. Does save it. Here's a ball back in the middle. This game, it's quite possible that there won't be any more scoring. Cleared out by Tia Carrillo, number 10 out there that made that nice little shot. So we're up to 4-0 now as this game progresses on. Probably in the 40-plus game as the Eagles again bring the ball up, and that's a long ball out of bounds there by Justice Kleiner. Will be a Cyclone throw in the dangerous territory down here. And again in control of the Eagles momentarily. Down there, but still in play and went out of bounds for a Cyclone throw in. Nice move it down there by Ariana Sanchez. The ball's up in the air in front of the goal. Goalie comes out off a header and picks the ball up. Drops it off on the ground quickly to the Eagles as they move downfield fast. And that ball's lost out of bounds on the far side over there by the Eagles. Throw in controlled by the Eagles momentarily. And now it is again. Here's a ball fed through up here to Tiana. Oh, the Cyclones. Looks like number 26 is leaving the game, Maya Pershing. And number 4, Ariana Sanchez, in the game as forward here for the Cyclones. So a nice cross, a nice assist over there.
That was a nice cross.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to play this game, and always works pretty good. So I would say we're into 40 minutes on off the clock in this half, and that ball is going to go down the far side. Saved by the Eagles. That ball's off the far side as Taylor Cannell kicks it off. And that's going to be, linesman says it's an Eagle throw in, even though Ariana wanted it for the Cyclones. Ball's down in the dangerous territory again. Oh, well, that's going to be called right in front of the ref. You can't do that to her. That's Ashley Crispin doing a nice job of ball control out there and getting knocked over in the process. There's another long ball quickly down the field. It's like her forward said, what's going on? I didn't know you were even going to kick the ball, and you kicked it right by me. So Eagles goalie just kind of slowing things down here as she takes her time to boot that ball downfield. Here's another opportunity to center the ball by the Eagles. It's into the head of Cyclone. There's another shot on goal. It's going to go wide of the goalie. Goalie taps it down. Nobody in there to take advantage of that, but another shot on goal at least. If I had a statistician here, I bet that's about 30-some shots on goal for the Eagles here tonight. There's a lofty ball up there. It's going to bounce up and out the far side. That might be a Cyclone throw, I thought. Eagle throw in. What's signaled here by the linesman, Kevin O'Daniel.
What did he hold up?
I was looking over here the other way. I didn't see him hold anything up other than the direction of the throw in.
Something he put back in his pocket.
Oh, he could have held hell up a card. I was looking down here at the linesman, so I didn't see any reason for a card to happen. You have to look on the replay to see that. Unless he held up his hand to tell everybody how much time was left. He's looking at his clock. He's calling it right there. And that's the game. Trinity Lutheran Eagles victorious over the Mills College Cyclones here from Oakland, California tonight, 5-0. They'll be playing again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That will not be a broadcast game, but it will be another game on their schedule. So we're glad you tuned in tonight.
Our next broadcast for Trinity is the men's. We'll be doing that the 30th at 1 o'clock.
Thursday, 1 o'clock, right here at this field?
Nope, it's over at Cashfield.
Over at Cashfield. Okay, so Trinity Men's Soccer is our next soccer broadcast for NAIA soccer. So I hope you're with us on that date. So for this game here tonight, Trinity 5-0 again, winning over the Cyclones from Mills College in Oakland. This is Ron Henthorn here with Todd Elbig, and we're signing off and hope to see you again for our next outing. Good night, everybody.
Good night.